Hi, I'm Anna.
And I'm Lee.
And today we're talking about YIMBY 101, specifically why parking ruins cities.
These are your bite-sized videos explaining entry-level urbanist topics that anyone can understand.
And so parking has been a huge part of housing. And the question is why? And the reality is we have dedicated a lot of land space to cars, not just for cars to run on to get us from point A to point B, but cars to sit for 23 hours of the day. When we look at downtown Denver, and I'm sure in any city in America, a lot of our area is dedicated to parking.
And particularly in cities like Denver in the Western United States, or even cities that were developed post the development of the car, as compared to older cities like New York City, like Boston, like Philadelphia, that have these really tight urban fabrics already woven in. Cities that were developed with the car in mind have a different feel, and they tend to prioritize cars going in and out. They tend to prioritize parking garages, like parking structures, parking big parking spaces in lots in the middle of the city that kind of, I don't want to say a waste, but aren't the best use of very valuable downtown land.
Absolutely. When we prioritize cars and spaces for cars, parking for cars, we are not prioritizing people. And so what we're doing is then having these large spaces for cars with very minimal spaces for people to walk safely, people to cross streets safely. The design of the city is around the car. So for example, when you go down a large street and you look to your left and you look to your right and you see what we like to call strip malls or even just parking forward buildings, you look at a sea of cars and in the very back are the destination. It is not inviting for a pedestrian. A pedestrian would have to walk so far to get from one place into the place where they're trying to shop, trying to eat, trying to live, bring their children places, bring their family places, bring them their self places. So when you actually look at a more pedestrian-centered development, a pedestrian-centered city, what you're seeing is people interacting with each other. So you have a lot more opportunity to talk to someone, to just even greet someone, see someone. You as a pedestrian feel safe. You feel like I can bring my dog, I can bring my kid into this space and not have zoom, 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 cars coming by, right? Or just like the smell, right? And so it's we as YIMBYs have been accused of hating cars. And I suppose you could say that's correct.
It's somewhat justified.
We all have cars. We understand the world we live in. However, I would love for the car to not be prioritized. I'd love to see a city look at how can I bring people onto the sidewalks and have them feel safe walking from their home into a business. And what that is pedestrian-friendly, people-friendly development.
I mean, both research and lived experience shows that pedestrian-focused developments tend to be better for the city as a whole, whether it's economically, socially, like we're seeing that the most walkable and connected neighborhoods in pretty much any city across the United States and the world, like those neighborhoods are charging a premium. And then the neighborhoods that are very car dependent are actually being valued at lower rates. So the research is all there saying that pedestrian-focused development is better economically and it's better for the people who experience it. It does charge a premium, and yet, I won't name any names, but like certain forces in local, state, and federal governments are still pushing car dependency, still pushing federal highway expansion, still pushing like road-focused mandates. So we wanted to make this little bite-sized short to just remind everybody this evergreen topic of that, like when you mandate parking, when you mandate car centricity, it takes away from the experience in a city, and it also takes away from maybe your property values. It takes away from so many different things that are sort of intangible on a day-to-day basis.
Lee, I'm so glad you brought that up, because it's not just that a pedestrian-friendly, connected city is nicer to be in. It's less expensive.
Yeah.
When we prioritize cars, it doesn't mean it's free, right? The city of Denver, state of Colorado, the federal government, we are subsidizing cars every single day. We can see that right now when we go gas up our car right now, how expensive this actually is costing. It's not just costing our safety, our community, but it actually is impacting our wallet. So we hope you join us in understanding the topic of why cars ruin cities.
Thanks. And that was a bite-sized YIMBY 101.
Oh, love that.